definitely. I well, I didn't get home super late, but by my standards, I got home, I would say about 10 o'clock. And I'm usually in bed way before then. So all morning I've been like, because I overslept a little bit and I've just been trying to get caught up with everything. But I am here to, yay, I'm here. Thank you all for hanging out. So again, so sorry I'm late, but I'm here and I have so much to tell you because we're just going to talk about last night. And I, I had fun. I learned a lot about myself. I pushed myself out of my comfort zone. I danced all by myself. I didn't care. I heard music I liked. I talked to people I never would have been comfortable talking to, and I'm excited to share my adventure with you because again, like I said, there was definitely some growing moments, and I think that that's what made it the most. I personally think that's what made it the most special. So I must see the outfit you chose after. Yes, we're going to start with the outfit that I wore. And I'm going to bring this on over here. The video actually ended up being 2 minutes and 14 seconds. And, but I found the outfit. I had a little bit of a panic moment. I did change what I was going to wear. And to give you a spoiler alert, not really a spoiler alert, but at one point the Bachelor did tell me that I was bossy. So we're gonna have some good stories about last night because I'm like, yeah, what's your problem? I mean, I'm not one of your bachelorettes who's competing for you. You know, welcome to my world, Mr. Bachelor. So anyway, I thought it was funny. I'm like, yeah, you know what I am? I'm a strong independent woman. So there you go. So let me get this geared up and I will show you the outfit that I ended up picking. And here we go. Pickety pick, pick, pick. Here you go. And I'm going to move this over and let's do it. All right, here is me. Now I did wear a little bit more makeup. So I was going to tell you, I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm kind of a nerd, but I've been watching this show on Netflix and it's called Glow Up. And I absolutely love it. And it's about makeup artists and they compete. And one of the episodes from a season past, they were doing runway works, or not runway, but like premieres. And it was all about not having too shiny of a makeup. So I actually put on a little bronzer powder. So I had a little bit of a darker look, but I already knew that, you know, I was going to be taking pictures. And then I wore a little bit of a heavier eyeshadow. And this eyeshadow here, this is called a negative space smoky eye. That's what it's called, a negative space smoky eye. And it's where I put primer on and then I put eyeshadow in the corner here and then I put eyeshadow in the corner there and then I put it underneath my eye. And this right here, there's no eyeshadow there. This is just skin. And I thought it was a pretty eyeshadow, so I was happy with that. So anyway, enough talking. Let's see the outfit that I wore. Let's go. Day 48 of my style journey as a 59-year-old woman out to prove that you do not lose style with age. Today's just a little bit different because it's later in the day. I have a little bit more makeup on, and that's because I'm going to my first Hollywood event. I'm so excited. Off my outfit, I'm going to wear this cute little strapless top from Zara. I got to let all this show. For my bottoms, I'm going to do my Free People Sophie pants. For my shoes, okay, so I did like those pants. This outfit right here, I think is a really cute outfit. But what was happening is I thought, I would call it the halo look. I love that. But what I was thinking that these pants just made, it was taking the outfit in the direction of being too casual. And so, again, I like this outfit, but I just felt it was too casual for where I was going. Pants. For my shoes, I can't. All right, so then it came to the shoes, and I had on these really cute pants, and I wanted to wear my sparkly shoes because I felt like it was a little bit dressier, but I was not liking where the pants were hitting the loafers. So I liked where it was hitting the Doc Martens, but the pants and the Doc Martens again were making it just look a little casual. Decide. I'm either going to do my sparkly Sam Edelmans or I'm going to do my Doc Marten Leona boots. I'd originally planned on wearing a tie and then I was going to leave that stuffed in. It did not work, so I switched to my harness. Okay, so going back to the tie, I really wanted to wear like the necktie and then tuck it in right there in the front of that top. And Robert, he got his tie, he tied it for me and everything, but it was just so long. There was so much material for the tie. So I was actually talking to some people and they suggested maybe getting like a kid's tie. And I think that that's a really good idea because I'm only 5'2". And I think if I get like a kid's tie, it's going to fit perfectly with how I want to wear it. Even if it's a little shorter, I think it will be fine. So I'm on the lookout now for a kid's tie. So since I couldn't wear the tie, I grabbed my harness and here's what I have so far. Harness. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I changed my pants to these amazing menswear pants. Okay, so originally this is the outfit that I had originally thought I was going to wear. And it just wasn't working for me. I could not get this in my mind to be like, this is going to be okay. I couldn't get the outfit to be like, I'm going to be comfortable enough to attend this event in my most authentic way. So I asked Robert because Robert has an amazing eye for style, kind of like his mom. And he goes, I don't know where to put my eye. He goes, it's not cohesive. And I'm like, I absolutely agreed. You know, I thought that the shoes were cute, but the blue was just there for no reason. Had these pants been black, I might have been able to have pulled this off, but I was spiraling down that whole rabbit hole of like, I'm starting to panic because I needed to leave in like 10 minutes because it ended up being a 3-hour drive with LA traffic. So I could hear this clock in my head, like tick, 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 tick. And every time I put something on, I'm like, ah, and then the ticking got louder and I'm like, ah. And I was like, Lonnie, why didn't you try these things on? You had them envisioned in your head. Why didn't you try them on? So I was like starting to sweat. Scratch it. This isn't working. I have to go back to the drawing board. This is going to be the world's longest video. Scratch. All right, that was a close call, but I saved the outfit by just changing into this gold skirt. Yes. I had this skirt just hanging there from a TikTok live that I had done on Sunday, and I turned around and I was like, maybe that, because I was going to scratch the whole thing. I was taking my harness off. I was taking the top off. I grabbed something else and I'm like, no, I look like I'm a big poser. So I grabbed this skirt and it worked perfectly because I didn't even put 2 and 2 together until I got to the premiere, but it was the Golden Bachelor and everything was like, it had a gold theme. So I didn't even realize it when I found this skirt here that this skirt fit with the golden theme. And I was like, yeah, I planned it like this. So this is the outfit that I ended up going with, but let's finish it. I like this. I'm going to bring this look all together with what's in this box. And this is a purse that my dad brought home to my mom from Japan on his way home from the Korean War. So this is going to be my bag. This makes this outfit perfect. Yeah. So there you go. This is my So this was my final look, and let's just take a moment because it deserves its own moment. But this bag right here deserves its own moment. This bag is absolutely like it comes with so many emotions. And this bag I take out of that box every time I go to any sort of like a fancy affair. This is my I'm going fancy bag. And it just has it just has so many memories. It was my mom's favorite bag. That's the bag she wore when she went to fancy events. That's the bag that my dad picked out for her in Japan, returning from war. You know, it's been in my family for that long. And every time I wear it, it's like I brought my mom and dad with me to the event with that bag. And it brought everything together. It has the black. It is an amazing bag, Kelly and Linda. Yeah, it's Lauren. It just has that special I just got goosebumps. My little nubbies of hair are standing straight up. I don't think I can express to you enough the emotions that go with that bag. And it gave me a lot of confidence because I'm telling you right now, yesterday we were talking and I'm all like, oh yeah, I'm really confident. I'm going in being authentically me and everything's going to be this and everything's going to be that. As soon as I pushed that button and I stopped our live yesterday, every single insecurity that I just talked about was like, hi, we're here. We're ready now. We're ready for you. And my stomach hurt. I got butterflies in my stomach. And so I ran and got some sandwiches for lunch. And as I was driving, I'm like, Lonnie, why are you doing this to yourself? This is not your premiere. This isn't you. I mean, you're going to it, but this isn't about you. This has nothing to do with you. You are going. So why don't you just go and have fun? So I was like, whew. So yeah, I talked myself off of that branch, but, and it goes with my skirt. I know. And so when I put this skirt on and I took the purse out of the box, at that point, I knew, be right back. Okay. I knew at that point that this was the outfit that I needed to be in. So there you go. This is my idea what to wear to my first Hollywood event. I think it is enough authentically me, yet I still feel like I dressed up enough. And if you're wondering what event I'm going to, I am going to the premiere of the Golden Bachelor. Watch out, world. Here I come. I did not think I was going to be able to find an outfit. So let me know what you thought about my final pick. Do you like it? I mean, would you have changed anything? I mean, I guess it's too late now. I'm already going to be on my way up to Hollywood. So let me know what you think. Thank you, everybody, for joining me in this journey. I will see you tomorrow. And yay. All right, everybody. Have a great day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. So that was my outfit. And again, not what I originally had thought. And I had a near miss of a complete meltdown. But that's what I wore. And I'm going to tell you, and it was very humbling, but I got a lot of compliments on that outfit. And a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, I love your outfit. I love your outfit. I love your outfit. And I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I got a story to tell you about that. Besides The Bachelor telling me that I was bossy, I got another great story that happened at the premiere. But the outfit was perfect. Yeah, Linda, it fit my energy. And I really liked that I could wear a skirt and it kind of elevated. It made me feel like I was dressing up. And I think that subconsciously, even though I kept on saying I wanted to be authentically myself, part of me wanted to dress up also. And I felt like that was a really good version of me. And then again, I'm wearing my Doc Martens. How do you think you did wearing it? It's very you. I was extremely comfortable, Tiggy. And the reason I think I was extremely comfortable is because I was wearing my Doc Martens with that skirt. And I ran my outfit by Robert one more time. And I'm like, do you think the docs are okay? Should I wear, I have a pair of heeled Jeffrey Campbell boots. And he's like, no, be yourself, wear the docs. And so I'm like, okay. And I felt comfortable in it. I felt authentically me. And sometimes with this strapless top, I can feel a little like I worry about my top falling down, and I will wear it over the top of like a tank top. And I think that it's a really cute layering look. But with the harness basically straps that top onto my body. And I did not worry about my top slipping down or anything like that all night long. So my comfort level of everything that I was wearing, from the top to the harness to the skirt. I loved the length of the skirt because, again, and I've said on previous videos that I personally cannot wear knee length skirts because it makes me look shorter. So the length of the skirt was perfect. At this point, I was 100% comfortable with Beck. You were still authentic. You just fancied up a bit. Yeah. You know what? I think that's the perfect way to put it, Kelly. I felt like I represented myself and my energy. I was edgy, but I still had my Doc Martens on. And yeah, when I walked in, when I got out of the car which after 3 hours, my skirt was plastered to the back of my legs. So it was like they had a valet thing, and you get out and everybody's looking to see who gets out of their cars. And here I am trying to pick my skirt out of my behind. But, it is neither here nor there. So that was the outfit. And now I did record last night. So we're going to take a look at the actual premiere because and I'm going to tell you one really quick story before we go in. When Jamie and I got there, it took us quite a while to get there, and we had the most amazing conversations in the car. We laughed, we had fun. But when we got there, she's like, we're early. And I'm like, yeah, let's just drive by. Let me do an ocular pat down. Let me see the layout of the land. Let's see what's going on. So we get there and we drive by, and I look in the event and I'm like, holy guacamole, Batman. I mean, there were photographers, there were people with cameras, like video cameras. There was like the valet, there were like the security. You had to be on a list to get in. And I instantly had a moment of panic. And I was like, I don't know. And I thought about you. I thought about all of you. And I'm like, no, Lonnie, you have to go in and you have to represent. You have to represent your friends, your loved ones, your platform. You need to do this. You cannot let the fear stop you, because if you turn around and you don't go in, what are you telling not only yourself, but what are you telling your platform? And so I'm like, yeah. So you all were with me last night, and you all were my inspiration to find that courage to go in. And then also too, yesterday, remember I was telling you how I have my defense mechanism and how I have my defense mechanism where I'm just like, I left that at the door. I went in with the dancing energy that we saw earlier this week. I went in with a whole, you know what? People aren't here to attack me, so I don't need to attack them kind of mentality. And I talk to people I normally wouldn't talk to. So enough of that. Let me pull up the video from last night, and we will take a look at the event. And Oop, I pushed the wrong button. So let me bring you back here. And all right, here we go. We're on our way to Hollywood. On our way to Hollywood. Here we go. Last night ended up being so much fun, and here's the highlights from the trip. So if you don't know where I went to the premiere of the Golden Bachelor in West Hollywood. So after a meltdown in my closet, my friend Jamie and I hit the road. I tried really hard to get the Hollywood sign for you, but okay. since I can stop this video, that's the Hollywood sign right there. It was it was kind of like a little bit of an overcast day, so it wasn't super clear. But if you zoom in and you want to see the Hollywood sign, that's it right there. So I did catch that for you. I was determined to get that Hollywood sign for you.
Couldn't get it. It was kind of a cloudy day, and I ultimately blamed Jamie, but she had really nothing to do with that. So after 3 hours of driving, we ended up on Sunset Boulevard. We ended up getting there early, and the Bachelor wasn't even there yet. So we just looked around, and we did a lot of this.
Okay, going back. Oh, well, I'll finish the video, then I'll go back and I'll give you the highlights. We'll do it that way.
Laughed a lot. You know what? Jamie's one of my favorite people, and she made it a really fun experience. We got a little photo op, and yes, I went and I got one of those milkshakes, and it was really good. So the Bachelor finally arrived, and he's sitting there for his photo op. So I, of course, had to get in on the action. The music was great, so I did some dancing. Here we are still laughing. I tell you, that's all we did. At one point, they did come up to me and they're like, hey, you know what? You have a really cool look. Can we take some pictures of you? So, of course, I was like, yeah. So here's one of the pictures that they took. And you know what? That was really cool and so much fun. So we hung out, listened to music, talked to nice people, and then we hit the road. Here's sunset at night. It was so much fun. And yes, Jamie and I laughed the whole way home.
Okay, so that was a quick rundown of the event, but let's talk more about it because we got some things to talk about. All right, so that was the Hollywood sign. I showed you that. That's my friend Jamie. I absolutely love her. Now, the thing with Jamie is that we all have insecurities, and Jamie's thing is that she has a real phobia against having her picture taken. And I always tell you in all of my videos that you need to surround yourself by people, whether it's friends or families, who are there to support you, because I 100% would drop everything to support her. But she was like, Lonnie, this is your evening. I will do whatever you want. So she took all those pictures for me, even though in her mind, she was screaming. And I just really wanted to just kind of like point that out and be like, now that's what I call an amazing friend. It's just somebody who, thank you, Bad Fairy, is just somebody who will put aside their phobias and their fears and just be like, I'm here for you. And I will forever be grateful for her for that. And we had the most in-depth talk on the way home about things, and and hopefully, and I'm trying to get her to realize how beautiful she is, but with time. So we drove, we laughed, we did all of that. Now, when we got to the premiere, and that is Sunset Boulevard. We saw the Whiskey A Go-Go, which I thought was really cool. I had never seen that before. I saw the Beverly Center. I saw lots of unfortunately unhoused people. They have a little bit of a problem there, like everybody else. So that made me sad. We went by KTLA, is a news station. We didn't see any of the Warner. We didn't see any of the movie studios, but that's in a different location of LA. So we drove down Sunset Boulevard, and here's the event. Now, this little lady right here, I want to point her out. This little lady right here, see her in red? I instantly, of course, your eye goes right to her. I mean, she is dressed all in red, but what you can't see is on her hat is her TikTok name. And it very, 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 very evident that she was there from TikTok also. And they had her, and I believe I saw one other influencer who was over 50 there also. So I actually went up and introduced myself to her, which was so far out of my normal routine. All right. Normally I would be like, yeah, or I'd be like, yeah, she's got more, she's bigger than I am, or she's this, or she's that. And I was like, no, darn it. You're going to go up and you're going to introduce yourself because you two are on TikTok. So I walked right up to her, and that was her husband there. And I'm like, hi, you're on TikTok, I see. And she's like, yeah, I am. And I'm like, well, so am I. And she's like, oh, great. What's your username? I'll follow you. And I'm like, great, I'll follow you back. So she pulls up, my TikTok on her phone, and she's like, "You have over 1 million followers," and I'm like, "Yeah, I have 1.1 million followers," and she's like, "Okay, well, I guess I'll follow you." So she followed me, and I, of course, followed her back. But I got to tell you, this little gal right here, she had some moxie on her because she jumped The Bachelor for the prime photo ops. And I was like, "You go, girl." I mean, I'll tell you about the photo op we had with them, but she was on her game. There was no stopping her. And so I was again really proud of myself for going up to her and introducing myself, because that is not something I would have done prior.
There early, and
So
the Bachelor wasn't even there yet. So we just looked around
those milkshakes were delicious, by the way.
and we did.
Okay, so right here, I've talked to you very openly about my sobriety, and I've talked to you very openly about going to events where there is drinking. I was not triggered at all, but the smell of the alcohol when I walked by gagged me. And of course, they were like, "Do you want one?" And I'm like, no. So I did not get triggered at all. I treated myself to one. I couldn't even finish that milkshake. It was so good, so rich. It was caramel. I just drank as much as I could before I started getting like a sugar high. But I just wanted to let you know that they did have alcohol. I had absolutely no triggering. I was perfectly fine. I went and got myself a water. But if you're out there and you are thinking like, "Well, if I get sober, I can't go to these events because I'm going to get triggered," you will find defenses for that, and you will find ways to go to these events and be perfectly fine. I promise you. So I just wanted to bring that up.
A lot of this. We laughed a lot. You know what? Jamie's one of my favorite people, and she made it a really fun experience.
And this is all we did. I mean, it was like we were sitting here and we had this photo op, and she's just so proud of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And so we were just cracking up. And again, and I keep on coming back to the video that I showed earlier this week with Pedro Pascual, which I cannot keep showing you because I would keep getting way to go. Thank you, Kelly. Because I would keep on getting copyright strikes, and I can't. But I just kept on thinking about that video in my head, and I kept on being like, just have fun and dance. And that is basically what I did. So we were sitting here just cracking up. And we were, let's see, Linda says, "That's great, Lenny. I'm the same now. Don't even think about drinking alcohol anymore." No, it's so far off my radar now. And it just, to me, the smell just confirmed why I don't drink anymore. So we laughed.
We got a little photo op, and yes,
That was the best milkshake. Oh my gosh. I haven't had a milkshake like this in a really long time. Now, we were in LA, and in LA, in California, you can't have plastic straws. So the only complaint I have is it took me so long to drink this, and I don't use straws, so I'm perfectly okay with that. I am not an advocate for plastic straws at all, but my straw collapsed, and I was like, and I was like, this is not an attractive look. It's like, so, and there was a couple of shots that they got of me in the background, and I'm just struggling with that straw. So I'm like, okay, the pictures that they're getting is not okay, because what they did is they had like a little QR code, and I did my little QR code. I put in my phone number and I put in my information, and every picture that they recognized my face, they sent me the picture. So I was getting these pictures of me drinking my milkshake as that I was drinking my milkshake, and it was not attractive. So I'm like, okay, ditch the milkshake, Lonnie. This isn't working for you. So I ended up not drinking much more of it from here. And then let's move on.
And I got one of those milkshakes, and it was really good. So the Bachelor finally arrived, and he's sitting there for his photo op.
Now, he's a very attractive man. I'm not going to, you know what, I will give him that. I did some research after we hung up yesterday, and it looks like hard work. It was hard work, but it was so worth it. It was such a good milkshake. But he's a very attractive man. He is 71 years old, and I thought And I hate saying that, but I think he looks really good for his age. And none of the bachelorettes were there because what it is that they had to sign a contract. We asked him actually, but they had to sign a contract that they were not allowed to have any communication after the show until the finale. So none of them were there. So he was here for himself. So this was basically his party, his time, it was his show. And he did a really good job. He was very social. He talked to everybody. He did photo ops with so many people. And it was just really nice to see a mature person like myself out there absolutely flourishing, and it was all about him. So kudos to him. Nice looking guy. Would I date him? Probably not, just because our energies were a little off, and he thought I was bossy, but I'll get to that story in just a minute.
I, of course, had to get in on the action. The music was great, so I did some dancing. Here we are still laughing. I tell you, that's all we did. At one point, they did come up to me and they're like, hey, you know what? You have a really cool look. Can we take some pictures of you? So, of course, I was like, yeah.
Okay, so this is the story behind this picture. All right, so I'm sitting there and we were inside at this point and there was music and they had food. They had like nothing fancy food, but they had sliders, they had onion rings, they had milkshakes, they had French fries. And so I'm a vegetarian, so I couldn't eat the sliders. And so when they came by with French fries, I'm like, heck yes, I will take you up on your French fries. So now you have to remember, it's me. I am the world's most awkward person and I embrace it. I love it. It's part of my quirky personality. And I'm sitting there and I have French fries. And Jamie's like just looking around. So I took my French fries, took one French fry in one hand, one French fry in the other hand. I put it up in my lip to make it look like I had walrus tusks. So I'm sitting there and I got French fries sticking out of my mouth. And I'm like, look, Jamie. And she turns around. She starts cracking up. Next thing I know, there's a lady and a photographer standing right behind me. And they're like, excuse me, we love your look. Can we take some pictures of you? And I'm like, ah! And I'm like trying to pull the French fries out of my mouth. And I'm like, sure, if you still want pictures of me now, that would be great. But they actually, I got a lot of compliments on my outfit. I had a lot of people tell me that it was a really cool outfit. I felt really good in it. And they wanted to take, I got this picture while the photographer was actually taking a picture of me. So it was a cool moment. And you know what? It was a really cool moment that that I cherish because I felt like I was so authentically me. I think that's what they saw. So the little photographer guy is here taking a picture of me. And it's funny because it's like, as I spit on myself, when they wanted, because here's the Bachelor right here. And there was a big picture of him right behind me. And so he was trying to get a picture of me with the Bachelor behind me. And I was standing in front of the booth and I'm like, no. This isn't really working for me. I go, can we make this more fun? Can I like jump in the booth and just kind of like put my head in my or my face in my hands and do the picture this way? And they were like, sure, whatever you want. You knock yourself out. So I jumped in the booth and I'm just, he's taking pictures of me. And in the corner of my eye, I see somebody standing there. And I'm like, this guy, whoever this person is in my shot and I need them to move. So I actually got out of my booth and I went to tell this person to move. And that person was the Bachelor. And I'm like, well, perhaps I can't tell him that I'm at his event and he needs to get out of my shot. So I was like, okay, whatever. I climbed back into the booth and we finished taking the pictures. But it was a really cool opportunity. And it just made me feel good that that they
Like,
recognize, that
yeah.
they
So here's
acknowledged
one of the
me.
pictures that they took. And you know what? That was really cool and so much fun. So we hung out, listened to music, talked to nice people, and then we hit the road. Here's sunset at
Yeah.
night. It was so much fun. And yes, Jamie and I laughed the whole way home.
Yeah. And so that was, it was a lot of, and I really liked that picture too. It was cool. And so the story of the bachelor telling me that I was bossy is that when we were sitting in that booth, he was, like I said, he made his way around and he took pictures with a whole lot of people. And so he like came over and he's like, he sat down next to me, and I got a picture with him, but it wasn't a very flattering picture of him. And he was way more handsome than what the picture was. But so he sat down and he's like, let's take pictures because that's what he was supposed to do. So he's sitting next to me, but he's a really tall guy and I'm only 5'2". So he was like towering over me. And he's like, let's take some pictures. Well, he blocked me. You couldn't see me. The only thing you could see was like this. And I'm like, no, that ain't going to work for me. You know what? I'm the star of my own show. It's like, this is not a Lonnie approved picture. So I'm like, no, 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 no. I go, let's take a picture going the other way. So there was another photographer on the other side of the table. So he turns around and I turned around, but it was just kind of like a really awkward pose still. So I'm like, put your arm around me. Because that would have been a cuter picture with him sitting there with his arm around me. And, it was like more casual. It looked more real. It was more photographic. It was more photogenic. And again, this is what I do for a living. I promote myself for a living. And so I'm like, put your arm around me. And he looks at me. He goes, you're really bossy. And I looked at him and I go, yes, I am. Now put your arm around me. And so he's like, and we took the picture, and of course he didn't stick around after that. And I just thought it was funny where it's like, sweetheart, I am not one of the bachelors or the bachelorettes who are going to compete for you. I am my own individual person in my own individual space. And if I'm here for a reason, I'm going to make sure that that reason is done in the best way possible. So, and he didn't call me bossy, like being mean. I think I just caught him off guard because I was so like, this is just the way it's going to be. And I was perfectly fine with that. You know what? And again, it's all a matter of speaking up. And I could have sat there and love the confidence. It came out so fast. I don't even think I could think twice about it before I started bossing him around. And it was just, again, it was just, it just happened. And that's just who I am. I mean, that is authentically who I am. That if I see something like I'm like, this isn't going to work for me, like you joined my orbit and this is my show now. Absolutely. You come into my space. This is my world. And that's just it. It's like, I was thinking about it on the ride home and I was like, had I have just sat there and taken that picture where it would have been like this or like that, I would have been a little disappointed in myself for not speaking up because this was such a rare opportunity of being able to be at this event. Bet he wishes you were one of the bachelorettes. It's funny because I actually Googled what they all look like and they were beautiful women, but man, not one of them looked like me. And I will, you know what? I'm just going to tell you when he first got there, I got a little ocular pat down, but you know what? Again, I'm very bright and bold. So yeah, it was interesting, but he was a very nice guy. He was very cordial. He was he was just really nice. And again, he was a very handsome man. Was I bummed or was I trying to like put my little, um, cast my little spell on him? No, you know what? It's again, it's an energy thing for me. And you are unique. You know what, Linda, you're absolutely right. I think I catch people's eyes because I am unique. And you know what? I catch people's eyes because I am, again, authentically myself. And I have my own style and I have my own flair and I have my own kind of like this is my universe and I'm just going to play in it kind of thought. And it was fun. And again, like I keep saying, it was like, it was such a stretch for my comfort zone. I think out of looking back at the whole evening, I am probably the most proud of myself for just going in, not being defensive. I think had I bet you intrigued him with your bossiness. You know what? Truthfully, I think I did kind of too. I think probably it had been so long since somebody was like, "No, sweetheart, you're in my world now," that I think it was kind of like, "Oh, that's different." And so I think the simple fact that I think what I am most proud about is the simple fact that I let those guards down and I was not angry and I wasn't defensive. And I don't think the same opportunities would have happened if I had have had those guards up. You know, if I had have gone in with that energy of like, who's going to pick on me? Who do I have to confront? I don't think that they would have taken those pictures because it would have been the wrong energy. And so it was a real good learning lesson from me. Now, what would I, looking at everything and like what everybody else was wearing, probably the only thing I would have done different is bring a jacket. I was freezing. It was not warm. And so I knew that I was kind of taking that risk with that top of maybe getting a little chilly. And so I thought about it and I'm like, just think about all of those actors and actresses going to the Academy Awards. And it's usually, I think, like in January, February, and they all walk the red carpet and they all have beautiful dresses on and they don't look cold. So I'm like, channel that. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm not cold, I'm not cold, I'm not cold. But yeah, it was a little chilly. So at one point I kind of wished I had brought my jacket. I had my leather moto jacket with me or my faux leather moto jacket with me. And I wish I had brought that in, but it wasn't horrendously cold, but it was colder than I like to be. So all in all, it was a really fun, interesting evening. I saw a lot of outfits that were monochromatic, like all black. So and here's the thing is, it's like I was thinking when I was sitting there, I'm like, maybe on my next premiere, because I want to go to more of them, maybe I'll wear an all black outfit. And I'm like, you can, Lonnie, or you can just continue to stand out and wear whatever outfit feels like is the right outfit for the right time. And that outfit was the perfect outfit for that evening. I did not know it until I put it on, but once I put it on, I absolutely knew that I had found my outfit. So yeah, it was a fun night. Yesterday just seemed like it flew by. I got home again at 10 o'clock, so I didn't fall asleep until after 11, and I was up again. Hello, Connie. I was up again. I actually overslept a little bit, so I slept in until 6. And so yeah, it's been a morning, and I'm just going to kind of just, I'm going to have an easy day today. I have a comfy outfit on. Yeah, and I might have a little mashed potato time for myself and just kind of reflect on the entire adventure and see where I can grow from here. Because I don't want things like this to go by without finding like, even more personal growth than I can. But they asked you to take your picture because you stood out. Yeah, you know what? I did, but I still think that had I had that negative energy, I don't think I would have been as approachable, because I mean, sometimes you can just see people and they seem really miserable in their own skin. And that's how I used to go into a lot of these things, is because I was miserable. I was always going into these things thinking I didn't deserve it, or I wasn't good enough, or I had a like imposter syndrome or something like that. And I was really proud after our conversation yesterday and my little pep talk going in that I did not do that to myself yet once again. So it was a really cool experience. And I know that next time I will be even more prepared, less nervous, and I'm just again, it was fun. It was a really fun evening. And I was really thankful of our conversation yesterday because that did help me. Oh, so much. It helped me more than you know. And yeah, and that's what we're going to do. So this weekend, oh, just so you know, I did apply with YouTube to do my lives from my phone. It's a new thing that they're testing out to where it would be a vertical live. Yeah, it would be a vertical live. So it would be a live on my phone. And if and when I get approved for that or it becomes available for everybody, I just want to let you know that we're going to be going on adventures because tomorrow I'm actually going thrifting on TikTok because I can go live on my phone. But once I get that approved here, I was thinking we can all go on adventures. And like maybe once a week, we'll go thrifting or go shopping or do something together. So it is definitely something that I'm trying to get approved for. And it's something that is going to be coming here soon. And I thought that would just kind of like take our mornings together to a new level. And I'm super excited about that. But until then, if you want to go thrifting with me tomorrow, I'm going to be thrifting live on TikTok tomorrow about 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. And I go live. I put my phone in my shopping cart and we go thrifting together. And it's a lot of fun because what I want is I want to find one of those like soccer shirts that we saw the other day on Street Fashion. Let me show you what I'm looking for. You deserve all the good things. Well, thank you. You know what? I applied for it, whether or not they give it to me or not. I mean, I do go live every 5 days a week here on YouTube. So I was kind of hoping that they would give it to me, but they have not given it to me yet. But here's to hoping. And let me show you. Let me show you the top that I'm looking for. Because what I want is I want to recreate this outfit. And I'm going to show it to you really quick. And so I will be on the hunt for this particular one. Now, I cannot walk out with a cart full of stuff. I am going to put myself on a restricted budget. Let's just put it that way. But I will be looking for a lot of things. And no, that's not what I want. I want this. And you need to come over here. All right, so this is what I'm looking for. I want to find a shirt like that yellow one. And also too, okay, looking back at the outfit that I wore yesterday, I have to jump on H&M or someplace like that. And I need to get a pair of baggy black dress pants. That's just the way it is. That is a necessity at this point. So I'm probably going to go over to H&M because they always have sales over the weekend. And I'm going to and I'll probably size up one size because I do want this baggy look, but I want to recreate this outfit. I want a bright sports shirt like this. And then I want a pair of the baggy black dress pants because I think that outfit that I wore originally, let me bring this back over. I think there you are. All right, so I think I think I could have saved the original outfit with a pair of the black, like baggy dress pants. I think that would have looked really good too. Had I have switched this over to the black baggy dress pants, I would have worn those sparkly shoes. So it's something I don't have in my closet. It's something that I definitely think that I can incorporate into some cool outfits. So in fact, while we're here, why don't we just go over to H&M and take a look? So that way I can show you what I'm talking about. Because you know what? It's a Friday morning and I'm enjoying your company. So hopefully you're enjoying mine because I'm not ready to let you go yet. All right, so let's come here, and If you do shop at H&M or if you want to shop at H&M, I highly suggest downloading their app because they do give you extra discounts. So accept all cookies. Let's bring you on over. I have so much to tell you. Remember, remember the ad I showed? Oh, that was from Zara. Oh, yeah. Okay, remember the ad I showed you from Zara where it had the model who was just a little bit more mature? Well, the one influencer who I always show you who wore the outfit with no pants the other day, she bought one of the jeans off of that collection and it had a horribly warped zipper. And I was like, sometimes you just don't get what you don't get what you pay for. All right, so let's take a look here really quick. So member prices up to 30% off of fall. So let's see what we can find. Oops, have to go. Okay, Connie, have a good one. Let's see here. So what I want, I just want a pair of women's pants. So let's see here. Shop by pants. Here we go. Let's just cut to the nitty gritty. All right, so I don't want twill pants. I don't want, do these look like they're faux leather? I'm asking you, like you're going to be able to tell me. Yeah, these are faux leather. I don't want let's look for some faux leather Bermuda shorts while I'm here. Because I want to wear those with those little lacy pants that I got from Free People. So we'll take a look there. So I want a pair of dress pants. Got to go. Bye, Kelly. All right. So I want a pair of dress pants. I don't want corduroy. See, something like this. I don't know if I want to pay $34. Yeah, something like that. So let's see. The reviews say, no, I don't want the reviews like that. Sometimes the reviews will say if they run large or small. Come on. H&M. I'm a size 8 because of the model picture. It looked loose in the style. Let's see what she says. I placed an order for a 6. Okay, I'm a size 8 because of the model picture looked a little loose on the style. I placed it for a 6 and it fits perfect. No tight, just perfect. The color is exactly like the picture and the fabric is soft, easy to iron. Okay, so that's a thought. I'm not too sure about the material. Anyway, let's move on. I'm not 100% sold on those. See, I don't want twill. These are high-waisted. Let's see. These look pretty interesting because, no, I don't like, they look too short and they're just a pull-on pant. So that's not what I want. I'm very picky, can you tell? High-waisted corduroy, I don't want that. See, I want something like that, but I want it in black. They just need to get me what I want. You know, again, Islani's world. Ooh, something like this. Okay, this is perfect. This is exactly what I want. And this is was this what we just looked at? No, we looked at a different pair. Perfect price. So I'm going to drop this in. I think I got a 36 last time. Okay, so that's dropped into my bag. Now let's go to, let's see if we can see faux leather shorts. Let's see what they have, because I'm curious. They have nothing. Let's just try women shorts. And nothing fancy. They have, these are actually, you know what, for $3.49. I might get some of those because I need to wear those under my mini skirts. Again, nothing. All right. I will probably have to jump over to Zara for something like that, I think. So let's check Zara really quick. Just because, again, we just got time. Zara. Let's go. Zara, I think, has the hardest website to shop from. I've never enjoyed using their website. So here we have faux leather shorts, but I think these shorts are too short. I don't think I would be comfortable in this length. So too short for me. So let's keep looking. Pleated high-waisted. Okay, so they have these. What do you think of these? And I'm not 100%. See, because what I'm worried about on something like this is that they're going to be too balloony, and it's almost going to be like I'm wearing bloomers. I think I want them just a little bit longer, because while bloomers are fine for some people, I'm just not kind of a bloomer type of gal. So let's see. Nope. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to find them here either. So I'm still on the lookout for the faux leather shorts. So when I find them, I will share them with you and I will let you know where I got them. But apparently I am not finding them here. But I do want those black dress pants and they are on sale. So I'll just drop those in my bag and that's what we will end up with. Okay, so there you go. There you go. That is what I'm gonna do. And it was so much fun. I hope that you enjoyed watching it with me because that's just what I do. And I sing when I'm happy. And I'm happy because it's Friday. All right. That's it for today. Thank you so much for letting me show you. If they puff out too much, they won't flow as well with the lace pants. Yeah, like I said, to me, it's going to look like I'm wearing faux leather diapers. And I'm going to stay away from that look as much as possible. Have you considered looking for men's for the faux leather shorts? No, but what a great idea. Ah, you are genius. All right, we're not leaving yet. Bringing you back. All right, let me bring you back really quick. And let's go men's faux. Why? Faux leather shorts. Okay, so here you go. Let's see what we got. Bye, sweets. All right, allow. Come on, just go. So I can get something like, these are $20 from Forever 21. They have them at ASOS, Topshop. I don't know if I want to spend $50 for them or not. Banana Republic. You know what? I probably could do something. No. Yeah, you know what? I could totally do something like that. I think something like that is a really good idea because they would be loose enough here and big enough. And with the elastic waist, I would just put that right over the top of those pants. So that's really a great idea. I appreciate that. You are amazing. All right, everybody, if you want to join me thrifting tomorrow, I'll be thrifting about 10:30 Pacific Standard Time over on TikTok. If not, I will see you bright and early Monday morning. I love you all. Thank you so much for all the inspiration you gave me to be brave yesterday. And have a great weekend, and I will see you all on Monday. Bye, everybody. Love you all.